Whoa. We've got a title screen and everything this week, guys. Amazing. What's up, everybody? What's up, cheese bags? It's me, Aristotle, and Lee and Dave. We're the Stony Rolls, and we're hanging out here. It's a live stream. Holy crap. We're here on Twitch, hanging out with our fans.
Live.
We got 3 patrons now, by the way, guys.
Holy cow.
It's amazing.
Look at this.
We're growing.
I see you, little fox.
This week we're talking about all kinds of stuff. Lee, you were protesting this week on behalf of our union, SAG. That's like a really important thing that we got to talk about this week, I think, because you got to tell us all about that. And there's all kinds of things. People, that was great. Thank you, guys. See you next week on the Stone and Rolls. It was amazing. We're doing shorter episodes now. You got to subscribe to Patreon to get the long edition. But,
oh my goodness. I'm far too elevated for this.
And Drew Barrymore and Bill Maher, they're crossing the picket line, aren't they? They're starting up their shows again. They gotta chill. They can't be doing what we're doing. They can't be doing what we're up to.
So ridiculous.
It's okay to picket those scabs.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey. Why is that not a slogan yet?
Because it's kind of gross. Yeah,
it sounds gross. It evokes imagery.
Well, because it also is saying that, like, don't picket your scabs, but it is okay to picket those scabs.
But I just picture like a picket sign, like in a scab. For some reason,
that's gross, Dave. Why would you?
I know.
What's wrong with you?
So don't say it.
It all started with you. You started saying picket scabs.
I'm the victim here.
And you can't picket your family, but you could picket your nose, as I think they say. I'm checking out the chat.
Family.
Here's the amazing thing about this week's episode. We've got like a live chat you can watch right down here. And
we're live.
Also, we're super live. And check it out. There's like a little subscribe, like, and share animation that's all happening all at once.
So much fun.
We're official. Lee, now you were walking around all day in the sun. Like, what were you doing? I was gonna go to the protests, by the way, but I overslept.
Yeah, it was early, but it was crazy. Like we closed down Santa Monica and Melrose.
Nice.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we pissed a lot of people off, probably.
Whoa.
But it was like happy. Thousands of people. It was amazing. And, they had live music, and we just annoyed the hell out of the people from Netflix to Paramount. It was a full march.
Whoa.
It was crazy.
Wow.
I was thinking about this because I did go protest a couple weeks ago down at the Netflix on Sunset, and also I see like the cars honking their horns outside of Paramount and etc. Does that affect like any type of stuff they're trying to do on sound stages if people are honking their horns all day? I wonder.
Well, I don't think there's, besides now Drew Barrymore and Bill Maher, 2 people that are, I don't know what they're doing there. Well, Bill Maher I expected from, because he's a prick, all right? Like, he's known to be a fucking prick. Like, he's a prick. You look in the dictionary, he's a prick. It's Bill Maher.
Yeah. It's pretty much his whole demeanor, too, is like, I'm a prick, okay?
Yeah. Nah. I'm just telling it how it is. I fucking hate people like that.
I was trying to find the other side of it, too, of what would make sense if Drew's show went back and she paid her whole crew, obviously minus the writers, does she have the power to take 100% of the ad revenue coming in and pay, just take money from these commercials and then pay like the entire strike fund or anything like that? Like, could that be a tactic that she's trying? But no, I'm sure not.
Way to compensate people. Why not?
But I'm thinking like, what would make it okay for her to go back?
We should spit in the face of her writers.
Well, you just gave me an idea, Dave. We should do a heist and steal all of Drew Barrymore's money and hand it out to the people who aren't working.
Well, did you hear about what happened? Because, we're recording this on Wednesday. This happened on Monday. Apparently, there were 2 teenagers, because her writers went on strike against her because she just kind of gave her own writers the middle finger, saying, "I guess we don't need you anymore."
Yeah.
So these teenagers walked through the picket line, and they got pins for the strike. They thought it was cool. They went in.
Just a fashion statement.
Yeah, put it on before the show started. The producers came and had them removed from the audience.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Not the right move. Who would ever think that's the right move? And then they were like, Drew Barrymore's like, no, we'll offer them more tickets. Meanwhile, like, they went out after being kicked out and got T-shirts for the strike and joined the picket line. Like, I doubt Drew Barrymore's going to win them over after.
Terrible.
Shaming them. Speaking of getting kicked out, did you see the other person getting kicked out of their seats?
Oh yeah. You said that article earlier. I guess there's a musical Beetlejuice these days, huh?
Apparently it's really good too. I haven't seen it.
I hope that they are making Beetlejuice 2 with Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder, but Lauren Boebert?
Lauren Boebert, apparently,
she got kicked out. She's too
very
noisy. She's too rowdy.
I saw like a supercut of all the different angles they had from like the security cameras, like as it was happening and everything. And it's like exactly what you just could picture on your own. Like you could see her like yelling at the security guard. Like
she was vaping.
Yeah. Once I read that, I was like,
sick.
okay. Yeah.
Beetlejuice said, "Get out. You get out. I am disgusted by you."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's helping destroy the country. So
what a scene that would have been. Yeah.
It's the thing. It's the funny thing about these people who are elected to positions who clearly like the empty G's of the world, the people that are clearly like soulless and unconscionable people, they get elected by people. So it's like they're tools for a bigger
they just
problem.
lie and scare. And if you do the right combination of fear and lies, you're going to get a bunch of people voting for you. That's their only tactic.
It really is. You got to tell people that that people are coming for you. They're coming for your money. They're coming for your guns, and they're brown and they're scary and they're at the border. Like that's what you got to tell them. Oh boy, it is scary. Yeah. It is scary season. So.
Hey, wow. That was an interesting segue into spooky season.
It was. I was like thinking I'd dress up like Marjorie Taylor Greene or Lauren Boebert to scare the crap out of people.
Oh my God, can you please be Marjorie Taylor Greene for
Halloween? My God.
Can we all be members of the the Freedom Caucus for
It's going to be us in a sea of Barbies, you know?
It will be.
It's going to be cinematic gold.
Oh my God. Yeah, who's gonna be Matt Gates?
God. I don't want to be Matt Gates, but I'll do it. I'll put a butthead mask. Yeah,
mask, and just wear a suit, and it'll Matt Gates.
Do it like Halloween, like.
Oh my God!
It's like the William Shatner.
Yeah, you wear the blue jumpsuit and then bleach a Matt Gates mask,
a Beavis mask, a
butthead mask. Yeah,
just bleach it.
Well, we got to do that. We got to do that. You guys got to do that.
Yeah, that's Matt Gates for Halloween. Oof.
That's what we're going to use our Patreon money for, is to buy the mask.
To get the butthead
and
mask.
A gallon of bleach.
If you guys want to see this, subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah. Man.
Oh my God.
That guy, he's terrible. I don't know. Like, politics is always very... this is my motto, my saying. This, you can quote me on this. People gonna people. People, like, everybody's always like, oh well, they're voting on the this and the that, and they're the people up there are, of course, the vice president of the this and the representative of the good state of, and I'm like, nah, they're just petty idiots that are just gonna snipe at each other all day because they're people. like there's no real rules that anyone's following.
What pisses me off? And I'm going to get heated. Warning.
Let's go. Fire them up.
These fuckers work for us. We hire these people. What kind of employee does this at their job? And they're so pro-capitalism. They're so pro-working hard. They're so pro-be loyal to your overlord employees. And then you remind them that they fucking work for us. And they're just like, well, I don't want to work too hard. I've got vacation coming up. I wouldn't want to stop the government from shutting down, you fucking shrimps. I
feel like
I'm good.
Like how many times can they threaten to shut the government down in a year? Is there like a max?
Can we have
number?
a law against it?
I feel like every 2 weeks, like avoid government shutdown. It's like, are we like we're really like we're like on all spares again? We're just on all spare tires, just like at any moment.
Literally, that's the Republicans' only plan. While they're, doing their thing is like, well, we'll just shut the government down and blame it on
is to get a free to get a free vacation.
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, Mitch McConnell's all.
Wait, Lee, your screen is frozen. Wait, Lee, I think we lost you. Oh, Lee.
Yeah.
You'll be able to zoom in and post.
Yeah, Mitch isn't long for this world.
Glasses.
Mitch is on his way out. Sadly, he's not a healthy man.
And you know what? Dianne Feinstein needs to fuck out too. Let's both sides this motherfucker.
Yeah. Right. Look, we gotta have.
Fuck.
Why don't we have term limits? Hey, I'm proposing tonight. Why don't they have term limits in Congress?
Idea. Real good idea.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. But Dianne Feinstein has been the senator for California for 87 years now, I think.
I'll never forgive her for how she helps the Night Stalker, that evil person.
She helped the Night Stalker?
You don't remember that?
No, tell us the story about the Night Stalker. This is a serial
She went on a ride along with the Night Stalker. Dianne Feinstein and the Night Stalker. You never heard this story?
Like knowingly?
Yeah.
If you keep repeating the title of the story, I can start to deduce the story. However,
Dianne Feinstein and the
Night Stalker.
She went on a ride along.
It's beautiful. Actually, at the point where you think they're just about to break up, they passionately kiss each other. And they start doing this like, and they're backlit. And the
what are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm thinking about Top Gun.
Oh, Top Gun. That was Take Your Breath Away by Berlin.
Yes.
Take My Breath Away, yeah.
Yes. No, Dianne Feinstein was given a piece of evidence. The only evidence they had for the Night Stalker was this picture of a footprint. It was a very specific shoe, rare shoe. Can't remember what it was. We'll say it was a sportswear shoe. Starts with N. I think.
It was a Neebach.
New Balance.
Exactly. Yes.
Gotcha.
Maybe. I don't know. It was one of those kinds of shoes. And the LAPD was like, whatever you do in this press conference that you're doing, Miss Dianne Feinstein, about the Night Stalker, because everyone's so scared, just don't mention the only piece of evidence, because he could get new shoes and then we'll be totally screwed. And then live on air, she mentions the evidence of the shoe and just totally screws the case over.
Yeah, wow.
Like, how old was she then?
She was like 86, I think, at that point.
It was 100 years ago.
So it was about 100 years ago.
Jesus.
Whoa. That's not cool. Yeah.
A cab.
They always do keep, like, they always keep pertinent information out of the media when they're investigating a case. This is what I always find fascinating about true crime. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is also a true crime podcast. We're going to talk about Dianne Feinstein ruining things. That always fascinates me, because there's always like a specific piece of evidence that they withhold until they capture the person, because that's the person, that's the only other person who will know that information. So I find that fascinating. They did that, by the way, with the Long Island serial killer, because they kept saying that the bodies were in burlap bags. They just kept saying burlap bags. And it was like they're like, it's a very specific type of burlap bag. It turned out it was like hunters, like burlap that they used to camouflage themselves. So they knew that the person must have been a hunter. So to get this type of burlap.
But they didn't say that because they wanted everyone else to start hunting people who just had burlap sacks.
Yeah, they were like, if you have a sack of potatoes, we're coming after you.
Yeah.
Watch out. You watch your taters.
Potato
Also,
law.
That's a very ugly
Potato
dress.
law.
You're not safe in that dress. That's a terrible.
Sounds more like German potato salad.
Potato sack races. They were going after third graders.
Did you say potato sack racists?
Yeah. They were going after those third grade potato sack racists. Those kids. Do you ever do a potato sack race? Actually,
No.
Yeah.
you don't know what that is?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Come
No,
on.
I know what it is. I don't know if
You've
I've
never
done one.
you had to have done.
I don't know if
like
I've
field
done
day
one.
at school. You got
You've never been potato sack racist?
one.
There's the thing. Here's the thing about my childhood. Due to certain circumstances,
They're not
I
all
can't
the same,
remember
Ernest.
I can't remember almost half my childhood.
Oh,
So
why?
there's a chance I did a potato. Oh, due to certain circumstances,
Due to-
I'm
due to
not
too
allowed
many
to
potato
discuss
sack.
right now.
You seem
Too
to
many
remember
potato
everything about
sack
Dianne
accidents.
Feinstein.
Yeah. I learned about her before the accident.
Oh, he fell, ladies and
You got
gentlemen.
hit by a sack of potatoes. Not
He did.
I was the sack of potatoes. Can't you tell
how good does a sack of potatoes sound like?
what I would do to a sack of potatoes?
Oh, I tripped this.
no.
I did it, but the volume was down. Just imagine that perfectly timed.
It's funny
Oh, man.
anytime.
Wow.
Okay, so we're getting into spooky season. I've been
What
watching
was
a
this?
lot of Ghost Adventures.
Yeah?
Man,
Is
that
that the one
show's
with
so silly, but it gives me nightmares. I
Is
don't
that the
know
one
why.
with Jonathan Frakes, number 2? Whatever. Number 1? Okay, so I'm watching the one where like it's Jonathan Frakes and at the end he's like, we made the story up. Not this time. Do you know what show I'm talking about?
No,
Jonathan
no idea what you're
Frakes.
talking about.
That's the other. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Jonathan Frakes.
This is good. Good content.
It's so great. I was watching this show. I don't know the name of it or who's in it or what it's
Yeah.
about.
Check it out. Yeah.
No, I'm more of the Zach Bagans camp. I find
there a
him
new-
to be very
isn't there a new-
entertaining.
Isn't there a new Ghost something out? That I saw.
Ghosts of the old mall.
Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made
Yeah,
up.
that
Pure
show.
Fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made it up.
Anyway, they do like reenactments of stories
Yeah.
Oh.
or enactments of stories. Some are reenactments.
No, this is all true. This is all very real experiences. They say very scary stuff. Bunch of dudes just alone in a building,
Scared already.
getting freaked out in the dark.
Yeah. It works.
It's great. You know what's funny though is like, Dave, you know where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've
Albuquerque.
been there. We've done what they
Which
did.
time is that?
And you know, I was a skeptic of those shows until having those experiences, like doing the ghost hunting at Winchester Mansion and Preston Castle.
I mean, I told my kids about like what the experience at Winchester, and they
The
still like
stairs?
ask me about it.
Hmm.
Well, the something hit my back. Like
That's
at one point,
right.
when we were
Whoa.
all very much seated and still, and yeah,
What
That
was
was
the
so
context?
scary.
I remember you guys telling me this story, but remind me.
We were
refresh-
sitting in the grand ballroom
yeah.
on the floor asking for a sign of something. I don't know, but Dave got poked. You
got
can watch this
poked,
on the
like
Box
Facebook?
Lightner Brothers YouTube channel.
And
Not
a lot
Facebook
of it,
poked.
like
No.
you know what to like look for at
Mhm.
going in as like a believer or a skeptic or whatever. Like like when something happens and when something
Yeah.
like could
Yeah.
have happened, or you think something might have happened, and
Mhm.
when something actually happens.
That was
Whoa.
what was so weird about Winchester is like there were certain things, the potpourri,
Yeah,
that made
We-
things smell like roses, and you'd
Yeah.
be like, "This is so fake." And then things would happen where you're like, "Okay, I can't." When we
Yeah.
witnessed the steps right in front of us, someone was walking down those stairs. Like you could hear it right there. You could see it on the stairs.
That would be like,
and there was like nothing there.
That's like some Disney Imagineering shit.
Like they'd have to they'd have to reconstruct this old house just to pull it off.
That wasn't your mind playing tricks on you?
No. Yeah. And we caught that. That was one of the few things we caught on camera. But Preston Castle, that was actually scary.
That was just terrifying because like there's a bunch of bats flying around.
Yeah, the bats didn't help, and the ghost
very
bats.
Dark. It was
borderline dangerous. Actually, we're very brave people for having done that.
It was awesome. It was such an amazing experience.
Did you stay up all night?
Most of it.
Much. I think we left it.
We got pretty drunk afterwards, so I can't say if we.
You gotta shake the ghouls. Yeah, we did stay up, but.
Yeah, we partied.
We got
the ghost crew. We partied in a weird fucking Airbnb.
Oh,
weird.
Yeah, weirder the better.
Like life-size Blues Brothers. Statues
in the kitchen, right by the table, just hovering over to the seat. It's like where is not in a good spot.
So is that like a very desolate area? Is it like very sparse, rural?
It was Ione, California.
Oh,
yeah.
You own California?
I do. I do own California.
I'm just thinking if you do have a life-size statue of the Blues Brothers, where else are you going to put it?
Where do you put it? Yeah. That's fair. You don't want that in your bedroom, really.
Well, you wouldn't want to put it under the giant painting of the Great Wall of China that's next to the indigenous headdress statue. It was a very strange place.
That sounds.
And remember all of the posters were like way high up on the wall. Like all the art was like at a 9-foot person's eye level.
It didn't. Don't touch this.
It didn't make sense.
Sick inside.
Yeah. Wow.
Was that the place that had the back patio that was like just like
cinder blocks?
Random cinder blocks and like.
And it had a haunted room that was scarier than the whole place. Aristotle, you gotta come with us.
I'm gonna have a nightmare about this. The only thing I think I mentioned this on a previous episode, but like the only time I've experienced someone definitely in the room with me is when I have like sleep paralysis and I'm just sleeping. Like it feels like someone's just standing right over you, just like, and you're pretty certain of it. And
it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. I live alone.
I can't remember if we talked about this, and I hope it doesn't give you nightmares. You've ever seen the Hat Man that everybody sees?
I've heard of the Scat Man. The Scat Man.
This is the Hat Man.
Oh, yeah. That's his brother.
Apparently, he's just got a wide-brimmed hat, and he's the sleep paralysis demon.
Ooh,
that like a bunch of people see. There's a whole documentary about it, and I just kind of feel like screaming at the TV, going like, "We already know what sleep paralysis is, guys. It's not a demon."
But
oof, Slender Man also. The Slender Man and Hat Man got together with the Scat Man.
Story.
That would be the hippest hipster band ever.
The like real story of the Slender Man is, or like the most tragic story of the Slender Man is really fucked up.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Scary story.
We'll have to dig into that for a whole episode. We'll just do scary stories. Also, I had an idea. Write in the comment section below. Subscribe to the Patreon if you want to see an extended version of this. We got to do it. Spooky season is upon us. We're going to a haunted house. The three of us with night vision gear, EVP recorders, and our podcast equipment. We're doing an episode with John Candy.
John Candy's going to be back. We got him. He's signed a contract for 1 billion years, like the Scientologists do, even though he's been gone for 30. We got him.
We got plenty of time on his contract.
Late to something here?
We can interview anyone, really.
What have you guys done?
What have you done?
If I could interview anyone, it would be John Candy, I think.
Wouldn't that be a great interview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a great candy. That would be a great candy. Actually, I know someone who knows his daughter, so maybe we can channel.
She shouldn't see that episode. That's an episode she should not see.
Nazi? What are you talking about? Over
No,
there?
hey, listen here. Listen here. You burlap racist.
I thought we moved on from politics.
This is the end all, guys. This is why we don't go live.
Yeah. Turns out
This can be cut out.
how do they cancel a Twitch show?
They can do it. They can cancel us pretty quick. We should
drop of
see
the hat,
how
man.
fast it goes. Ah!
Bibbidi-doo-bop,
Done.
bibbidi-
Done. Beep-a-boop-a-doop-bop. Beep-a-boop-a-doop-a-doop-bop. You ever see
I love
that
that.
footage
Add
of
that to the
Charles
soundboard.
Manson dancing to that song?
Oh my God! Yeah, I've got to do that. But let me do that. The funny thing about that Scatman video, by the way, I don't know if you've ever seen the Scatman video. Google it. Treat yourself. But he's got a very serious look on his face the whole time. He's like, "I'm the Scatman. Like I am the Scatman." Beep, bop, 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 bop.
I'm the Scat Man.
He's
like
not even talking
staring you
about
down.
music either.
No, he doesn't even talk about music.
He's talking about scat.
He's talking about
Man.
Man,
talking about
scat. Mama, man.
vomiting, all of the bodily fluids. This
Isn't
guy
it
is
weird
incredible.
that honey is kind of like scat?
What?
This is the
Honey?
sexy part.
Honey.
The
Honey's
sexy
like,
part of the
honey
stoning
is
rolls.
like
Yeah.
like bee scat.
What kind of? You need to see a doctor if your
do.
scat is honey.
No, not my scat.
Who's scat?
Bee
me tell you something.
Scat.
I've been watching videos. DP Dave might want to hear this one.
Listen
I've
here,
been watching-
DP Dave.
I've been watching videos that are strangely soothing to me, and I don't know why, but it's wasp
Lucky.
and hornet nest removal videos.
Oh, how do you do
where
that? Because I actually have to do that.
it's an interesting process.
I've seen some
And,
how not tos on TikTok.
Just
It's
don't throw
very
a rock at
fascinating.
it.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly
How do
fascinating.
they
but
do it?
They do all kinds of things. Like they just sort of like they have to like dig them out of the ground, and then they show you like the whole hive and like the queen chambers and all of this stuff. It's pretty insane and informative. Also,
Sounds hot.
hang on a second, I have another thought
Like,
in my head.
literally.
It's coming.
Well,
Yeah,
get
you're
it
right,
out.
Lee. It is the scat of
Get
the
that honey
bees.
out.
It is
Get it out.
expectoration. It is they've taken in the nectar. They've
Yeah. And
added
they
their
scat
saliva
out our little honey
and they spit out
into
the
their
honey.
home.
Yeah,
Is that how bees work?
that's how bees work. Literally, worker bees. That's
Yeah.
it's delicious though. It's
That's a good
delicious.
nature moment.
This is
Listen
brought
to
to you
Stunning
by
Rolls
vegan edibles.
and mugs. You got to use one sometime, apparently, at some point. Get a mug.
You gotta put something in your mouth, spit it back out. If you need to do a spit take, we've got mugs.
If you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be a great commercial about Balzacs.
Yes.
Turn up the fun with Balzac. Turn it up. Put the Balzac balloon in the sack. Blow it up now. Give it a whack. Turn up the fun with Balzac. Hit it. Pour in some water too. I fly real crazy now. Ain't that cool? Turn up the fun with Balzac.
Check it out.
And here's my little buddy, the Balzac brat.
Us two Balzacs so where it's at.
This is fresh. Turn up the fun with Balzac. Turn up the fun with Balzac.
Now comes a new Avatar Blue Balzac.
This episode brought to you by 1990s Balzacs. Get them while they're never, because they don't
Do you
exist
remember
anymore.
those?
I do remember those, yeah. And as
Yeah.
a kid, never thought about it.
Really?
Just wanted it
I was
so
just,
bad.
get me in that man's Balzac.
Get the mountain.
I just-
Give me the mountain one. Give me the biggest.
Give me
what
the
was it?
big green Balzac. I'm getting in. You can throw me around to your friends.
You know, I watched the entire commercial and I still don't know what it was for.
It was. I thought it was just a cool dance music video with a bunch of kids playing with this guy's Balzac.
Yeah,
I
that was
think
after Potato
he did in
Sex.
He's the host of the commercial is in the big Balzac, and then there's
That's
little
what I
kids
thought.
with little Balzacs. that are like playing with the ball sacks and inflating the ball sacks, if I remember correctly.
The funny thing about that too is like that is a commercial actor from I guess the early '90s, and he was just like ball sack. I can't believe I'm doing this right now.
Like he knew what he was saying. All the adults on the set knew what was going on.
That was not going to be his big break.
No, he's like, thank God no one will ever see this after like 6 months because they didn't know about the hell that is TikTok and Instagram.
Oh my God, the attention span. You know, people don't even listen to full songs anymore about like TikTok. You know, they got the TikTok attention span. If you're listening to TikTok,
oh no,
the songs, you were going down the TikTok
rant.
Oh no, it's happening,
I love it.
guys. Oh no,
I love TikTok. It's great. It's amateur. It's filmmaking. It's like introductory filmmaking. I'll say, not amateur filmmaking. I love it for that. But the whole idea that a song lasts for 12 seconds is this new thing that we're doing. I guess. Hey. The top.
We can't become the villains here. We can't do it.
Well, you got to live.
I will not allow this podcast to be made fun of by young people.
I went out dancing.
To watch it first.
I went out dancing, and they would play 15 seconds of a song. Remember, we went out dancing, and then they would switch the song, and I'd be like, I was just starting to dance to Billie Jean. And now
I hate to break it to you, dude.
Chumbawamba.
That wasn't this generation that started that.
Yeah.
That was our generation with Total Request Live.
Ah, you're right.
See, I didn't have cable, so I will not be drugged down. I will not be thrown in the
You were Carson Daly for Halloween, and I know it.
What?
That's what I'm going to be this year. People are going to be like,
Carson Daly?
What the hell are you? I'm Carson Daly. Total Request Live.
Yeah.
Can't you tell by
you
my
just show people like 12 seconds of NSYNC videos? You're just like,
I don't remember that.
Remember his talk show? He had a talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Oh my God.
They really did that. I remember an episode of Total Request Live when Tom Morello, legendary guitar player from the band Rage Against the Machine, early 90s, one of the most innovative guitar players in the history of electric guitar, and he was actually on Total Request Live, where there's 8,000 14-year-old girls, and he's showing how he plays guitar, and he's like, hey, check out this revolutionary guitar sound that I invented, and everybody's like, yeah, cool, bro. Anyway, NSYNC is up, which was it was kind of funny. NSYNC's great. I love NSYNC, by the way.
Did he play with NSYNC? Because that'd actually be kind of rad.
Ooh. I wish. I would see that. I think NSYNC is going to have a reunion soon, by the way.
Well, this kind of brings up something I wanted to talk about in this episode. All right? Yeah. There's a lot of music when you're younger, and you pointed out perfectly because that was the exact time in my life where anything pop, I would immediately discredit.
Yeah,
right.
I love Lindsay.
I'd just be like, it's terrible. NSYNC, I hated. Backstreet Boys hated. Britney Spears, Christina, all of the stuff. I couldn't stand it. Now that I'm older, I don't really care, and I listen to those, and I have a nostalgic feeling with it. So I like those kinds of things. What is a guilty pleasure band that you used to listen to back then that you still like?
Well, I'll tell you something about Backstreet Boys for sure. It's hard to not like them because this is not I'm tooting my own horn. I was lucky enough to be in the room with Backstreet Boys, and all of the Backstreet Boys, classy as hell. They walked around the room. There's 6 of us in the room taking photos of them. It was a photo op before a concert, and each one of them were like, "Hi, I'm Nick. Hi, I'm AJ." I don't know their names, but they went around the room and they were like, "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is this." And it was cool. It was just a cool, slick move where I was like, at one point in their lives, someone said, "Hey guys, be classy and nice and just introduce yourselves."
So they were decent people,
and they performed well that night.
But that's a personal experience. I guess that counts.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I'm like, I can't hate those guys. Yeah. But
what about you? Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, do you have an answer for that? Because I have also something to add.
Add. Keep adding. I interrupted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Maths.
No,
Do your
it's all
maths.
good. It's just I'm ranting my pants off. Well, Dave Grohl says this thing. He's like, there's no such, and I know what you mean by guilty pleasure, and I'm gonna think of one. But he's like, there should be no such thing as a guilty pleasure. You should just love things, and you should just love the fuck out of it because you love it, and be proud of it. And with that, I could say that I do love the band Ween. I don't know if anybody knows that band.
Oh, yeah, Ween.
And Primus.
I think a lot of people
I got to
do,
listen
though.
to Ween. I haven't listened to Ween since the 90s.
No, they're pretty cool.
See, that's the weird thing of, like,
yeah,
what constitutes a guilty pleasure. Like, it's kind of a personal thing, but, like, I know a lot of people that like Ween.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
But that's the thing is, it is a personal thing. So, like, what would when you were back then, you didn't want people knowing that you liked a certain thing.
Yeah.
Now you still like it, and still don't really want people knowing that you like it.
Billy Joel.
There you go.
A lot of people like Billy Joel, but I'm from Long Island. It's like baked in.
You kind of gotta love Billy Joel.
You have to. It's like part of the law there. You get a bagel, like delivered every day. And to the sound of Billy Joel.
I think it also it changes too. Like it depends on what era of your life you're in too. Like high school versus college versus. Like,
what would yours be?
I don't know. Because I feel like the answer should be something embarrassing.
When you were mowing the lawn, and you
when I was
were tired of DMX.
Besides DMX,
what would you put on?
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, while cutting the grass, Alien Ant Farm.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh
songs
no,
other
the
than
guitar's coming out.
Criminal. Songs other than
content
Smooth
warning.
I don't know how to play that song, but yeah, that's a good song though.
That is good.
Smooth
I appreciate
Criminal
them now too. Yeah.
Outside of that, though, they had other.
Yeah.
Songs.
Oh, you were one of those people who knew the other Alien Ant
Listen,
Farm
it took me more than one song to cut the grass. So
that is a good. I think mine's less than Jake.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah, less than Jake's.
Like, there's even moments now where I'll be like a little elevated, about to do some dishes, want to put on some music, and then I'll look at the like friends list on Spotify and it shows what they're listening to, and I'm like, God forbid someone sees me listening to this.
Oh my God, yeah, that is a thing that I did notice.
It's a literal
Spotify.
Guilty pleasure.
I go private all the time.
See,
so
what on earth are you listening to, Dave?
You don't want to know.
That's the thing. Like my
it's all
playlist
Alien
is very.
Ant Farm.
And my playlist is very repetitive because I practice drums to. I practice the drums to like the same like 40 songs. So people are like, this guy must really like Muse or.
Well, Muse is good to play the drums to. That's like, it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy. So when I say practice the drums to some of those songs, I kind of just sit. Like whenever Led Zeppelin comes on and I'm practicing the drums, I just sit and I put the sticks down and I just listen to jump on them.
Yeah, you just listen to it. Speaking of Zeppelin, I've been noticing this trend. Greta Van Fleet started it, and I'm starting to see it trickle down. There's obviously Greta Van Fleet Greta Van Fleet fans.
I thought you were trying to
they called flans?
Name a delicious dessert.
They're the flans. That's their fan name. They're the flans.
I was like, they sell their own.
But like
Spanish,
there's this like kind of trend of like, we do classic rock, and they're all trying to imitate Led Zeppelin, doing it well. I found a band today called Feel. I recommend checking them out. They're a small band. They do their Led Zeppelin impersonation.
Yeah,
and they're really good at it. But I'm like, why? Okay, if you're gonna be impersonating the bands from that time, right?
Yeah.
Greta Van Fleet's already got the flans. They've already got Led Zeppelin. Go for some Floyd. Go for some Bowie. And maybe I'm just out of touch and I don't know if the kids are doing it, but like,
well, Tame Impala's doing a little bit of like sort of trippy psychedelic Pink Floyd-ish stuff, but
they're doing it well too.
Yeah, they're really good live.
Doing it well.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, can we make that a soundbite?
We can. Yeah, let me write this down.
Just you doing that?
Just me
Pencils.
going, doing it well.
You write that
Getting
down.
slightly more Jersey every time.
Don't make me go full Jersey.
Full New Jersey.
I want to hear it in Matt.
You want to hear doing it well.
There it is. Thank you for that.
We got
It is getting hot in here. My God.
Yeah.
I've got under boob sweat. That means it's at least 80 in here. That's my thermometer.
I'm still trying to think of some guilty pleasures here. There's a
yeah.
oh man.
Okay.
the 90s
Okay. God, I hope my brother's not watching this because I can never admit this to him.
Steely
I kind of
Dan.
hope he is.
There's one Steely Dan song that I've said publicly many times that I hated. That now I kind of like it.
Uh-oh.
What's the one? I can't remember what it's called though, but it goes
Asia?
like
Asia.
AJA, that album. I know it's an
Asia.
album, but the song that goes, "I'll take your picture, get a little cucumber, and when you smile for the camera."
I don't know that song. It sounds terrible.
What's that song?
It sounds so creepy. What?
Yeah.
Something about a cucumber and taking your picture?
Is that the same era when they were like
cucumber, and when you
Get a
smile for the
cucumber?
camera, you know I love you better. That one.
Did you mention
What?
the camera again? What are you
When
doing?
you smile for the camera.
which one of those guys writes the lyrics? Because I need to talk to him.
Ted
Ted.
Ted
Oh,
Danley?
man.
Danley.
Ted Danson. Sounds
Well,
like
no, there's Rob Steely and Ted Danley. How do you think they got their names?
Yeah.
I don't want to do your dirty work, sir.
Who's gonna fact check this episode?
Yeah.
That's a fact, people. Doing it.
That's the only song I like
doing
about
it well.
that they do. Oh,
no.
there's bands that I will talk trash about,
So
like Nickelback.
Do it.
They're easy to talk trash about, Nickelback, you know.
yeah.
But I remember someone said to me, "But hey, if they asked you to open up for them on tour, would you go?" I'd be like, "Yes."
Hell yeah.
And
I
I
would.
would be like, "Hey, Chad, we're best friends now." But
Yeah.
I was just gonna make a joke, but I can't do it because it's actually a Creed song.
Oh, well, same difference, really. I was actually talking to someone last year, a lady, and this might have been the deal breaker. Honestly, she was like, we were having a text conversation, and we were like, kind of, you know, it was like chatty, and then she's like, yeah, and then like, you know, like stand on like a hill and sing like an epic song, like with Arms Wide Open by Creed, and I was like, ha 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 ha, good joke. And then she was like, what? No, it's a great song, and I was like,
Dave's leaving
Creed?
the podcast. He can't even take it.
right? And I said, and then honestly, I was like, wait, I thought that was a joke because you know that they're like literally one of the worst bands ever. But I didn't mean to say that. She was just unaware. And I like Googled worst rock bands ever, and it was like Nickelback and Creed. It was just like,
But the great thing, Nickelback like accepts that title and loves it. You know,
Right.
they go for it. Whereas Creed, I could see what's his name? The guy who wants to
Scott
be Jim
Scat.
Morrison.
Scott.
Yeah,
Scott
I could see
Scat.
him getting real mad.
yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
if one of you has a computer, look up Scott Stapp.
Stap.
Scott
S-T-A-P-P. Yeah.
Look at his baseball song up and play it for people.
Scott-
let's
Scott
Baseball song?
yeah. He did a song
Scott.
for a baseball team, and he goes like, "With balls wide open, whack, home run." You know,
No, that's not real.
it's close to that.
Whoa.
Oh, I
Yeah.
found a new NPC live today that I might have nightmares about. So that's
What
always
did
fun.
they do?
Did you
Did they
donate?
go, ice cream, ice cream.
Yes.
Pretty.
The thing that was scary
Gang,
is
gang.
this person was dressed as a clown.
Whoa.
And like doing the NPC thing, but with the dead look. And
Yeah.
they're just going like, "I like it when you hurt me. I like it when you hurt me," but dressed as a clown.
That's weirder
What was
than
the
ones Dave
background? Do you
sends.
remember? I feel like
What is that doing on Pornhub?
what?
Dave, the ones that Dave
I
sends
picture
with
you
like
grabbing your mic now and going over that red curtain and be like, "What's the deal?"
Balzac.
Balls.
Balls.
What's the deal with
Balzac.
Balzac?
Beep, bop, boop, bop, bop. Bop, boop, bop, bop. Ba-da-ba-deep. That's Scott Scat from the band Creep.
Scat man.
God, Scat?
Scott Scat.
With butts wide open.
Scott
Bop,
Scats.
boop, bop, bop.
That's the sound his butt makes when it's wide open. Kind
He
of like
just
when
poops
doves
his pants.
cry in the synth place.
Yeah.
He craps himself.
Have you ever seen
Scott
a
Scat.
goat poop, by the way?
Whoa, no, hang on. Hold
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah,
I'm going to try
I
to
have.
picture. Can we guess how it works?
I have.
The way you wait, Dave,
Okay,
you've seen
so-
this before.
Yeah.
This is a 2 out of
Holy
3
shit.
goat poops scene.
Okay, I've never
Very
seen a goat poop.
surprising poop.
Does it go
Right?
straight up in the air?
Well, no, okay. You see goat poops; they're like little Cocoa Puffs,
Yeah.
They
right?
just kind of fall out. It's like
They come out as a clump of Cocoa Puffs. You'd think it'd be a 1-by-1 kind of thing,
Right.
and then they decide to scare the shit out of you by just all of them in one big ball.
that goat might have been
What?
sick.
Like
Oh my
Critters
God.
2. Have you ever
What
seen
were
that
you-
where they
were
form
you
the
feeding
Critters
the goat?
ball?
Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah.
I was feeding the goat Cocoa Puffs.
The goat
I was
puffs.
told.
The Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, gross.
Goat Puffs.
Yeah, eat them. They're good for you. Have you ever, I've seen elephant
I
poop.
can't.
Yeah, you can. Goat puffs. Come on.
Oh, I'm gonna
Pour some goat milk on that.
Oh my God.
You've got a whole breakfast. It's part of a nutritionally balanced
Imagine
breakfast.
being the angriest you can be and ask somebody if they want some goat puffs. Just
Wait, you
try.
ask the angry person?
You have to be angry while
I'm
asking.
angry. I'm the
Yeah.
angry one.
We all have to do
Yeah.
a take of it.
Ask me if I want some goat.
You want some
Ask me-
Cocoa Puffs?
You can't do it. It's impossible. It goes along with my whole thing. I wanted to do this whole sketch comedy of like people being like angry or upset while doing something that is impossible, like eating ice cream or something, and like bitching about like their boss or something, or like in the
Right.
break room, or
Wait,
like
okay.
another guy's eating like cotton candy, and it's like, yeah, it's fucked up, you know, like.
All right.
It's like the challenge where you don't move your mouth and when you try to laugh. Have you ever tried to do that? You don't move your face. Let's try it.
It's not working.
It can't be
Sounds like
done.
you're to start an old car.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Once
Don't
it
ever
gets
do
old,
that
you turn
again.
it over.
Wait, I can't do
All
it.
right. Aristotle,
You
Yeah.
can loop that.
it's a dark alleyway. You're Batman. You see a criminal about to mug a woman, and he's about to take her goat puffs. Go.
Drop those goat puffs. Do you want some fucking goat puffs?
Would you like some
That was good.
oat milk
Batman.
with your goat puffs?
He broke it. He did too
He
good
did
of a
it.
job.
We did it. That was the take.
That was
Yeah,
It shouldn't be this hot right now.
the
It
Academy
shouldn't-
Award.
Wait, am I Adam West Batman? Because then he'd be like,
No, you got to be Christian
lady.
Bale Batman. That's the key.
I'm not eating goat puffs.
Swear to goat puffs.
Swear to me that you've got goat puffs. You can't
I
do
swear
it.
to God, don't swear to God. Swear to goat puffs. That's the new commercial for goat puffs.
New
You could do a
puffs.
whole Batman serial mascot crossover where like the different villains, you know, or God.
Oh, I love it. You know what else I love? This is the only podcast, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and neither, where you can be talking about a goat's butthole opening and a bunch of balls coming out,
Yeah.
and we end with DC Multiverse.
With cereal.
And I just popped up the like and subscribe animation. Just
Hey, try
just
that.
to remind you. Yeah, do those things right there.
Just a little reminder.
It's fun stuff. Oh man.
Has
Guilty
anyone said
pleasures.
anything in the chat, or are we just by ourselves here?
Oh, it's
We're
just
by
us.
ourselves. But it's,
Okay, cool.
It's cool. It's
I
just
don't even know what
us
time it is.
for now. For now. You know,
I'm out of it. Oh, I thought I saw someone behind me.
it was a ghost.
Any episode now, somebody's kicking that door in. I'm calling it.
One of these days,
You're gonna
Lee,
witness a murder live.
This is all pre-recorded. I'm like speeding up there right now.
Oh no!
We gotta get there before the show.
Okay.
Like, I gotta get there right at 46 minutes in.
If that's true, Dave, what am I gonna say? Right? Jeez.
one of our Patreon subscribers just messaged and said that they're listening. They just can't remember. It's Judella. Judella, thank you for listening.
Hi, Judella. And we
Judella, if you have a question,
yeah,
us,
Judella.
if you've ever tried goat puffs, let us know.
Goat puffs.
Wanted to say a guilty pleasure was Chumbawamba.
Oh, you know
Judella's
what
guilty
though?
pleasure.
We'll knock you down. You're getting right back up again.
That
was good.
That was so big.
They were a bunch
I
of
get
crazy
knocked
anarchists. I love
down,
them.
And I get up again. The devil
You're never gonna keep it down.
down. And
No,
I
more
I'll drink a
Jersey.
whiskey drink. I'll drink the toxic drink. I drink a cute drink. I drink a lot of drinks.
See, that's the part of the song I don't even know exists. I just hear the chorus 1,000 times, and then and then there's another part of the song that other people know, where it's like some other person is singing. I don't know any of that.
I love
just
the
hear
part
the
where
chorus.
the like, forgive my terrible voice, but they're like, pissing the night away.
Oh,
That's a good part. I like that.
yeah. Do it again for us. We're recording.
I can't.
So
No, I can't do it.
yeah,
You just
we
play that over. It
we
hurts
got to
my
double your
throat.
vocal.
We need it for the
We got some harmonies.
soundboard. Yeah.
You're doubling the vocal. Okay. Pissing the night away.
I might have to go in there and do that.
You take a whiskey drink.
Auto
You take
tune.
a vodka drink.
You geek some fucking Cocoa Puffs, all right?
And then you tax the 1%. Doing it well.
It's a Bernie Sanders Chumbawamba.
I tax the rich. I do
Mashup.
it again. I'm going to tax the rich again.
Well, I think we might have just found a commercial for this week.
We're draining the 1%. We're draining the
I just picture Bernie Sanders just like at late night karaoke on someone's cell phone video, drunk. Just
Was that the
singing
one with
his
the
own
little
lyrics.
baby?
Probably. There were a lot of babies in the 90s.
Chumbawamba?
Yeah.
What?
Was it?
Yeah.
They had a
so.
baby
Yeah, right?
together?
No,
Chumba
like
and
in the,
Wamba. And Steely and Dan.
in like their
Oh
in
my
their
God.
like marketing or like. All right, there's no way to look this
You're
up.
thinking of Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
Well, there's that, but okay.
Pretty sure you're mistaking Chumbawamba for Ally McBeal.
we're gaslighting Dave.
Again?
Dave, you're Ally McBeal's
Yeah.
#1 fan. You're going as Ally McBeal for Halloween.
You're gonna see
You pop in a
Calista
VH.
Flockhart. You're gonna be like, I
Show
love
me.
that song.
Yeah.
You're going to marry Harrison Ford. We're going to get you to marry Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
I become the fugitive.
we're gonna trick Harrison Ford into thinking you're Calista Flockhart.
I don't
Yes.
want. I don't
We're
want
gonna
to
have,
do this.
and we're gonna have her on the podcast as you. We're not gonna tell anybody, Dave. No
And
one's
we're
gonna know
Callista
for 6 years.
Flockhart's Halloween costume.
She's
this year
gonna be
is me.
DP Dave.
Yeah.
That's
And
not.
we're going to get the
She's
dancing
like, I'm
baby.
DP Dave, and I'm down for DP and any one of ya.
People are gonna get confused.
We should animate Rupert
They're
as the
gonna end
dancing
up at
baby.
the wrong website.
Animate Rupert. I should just be Rupert for Halloween.
As the dancing baby, too.
I don't think I'd be allowed in places.
No.
But you would be allowed in certain places, I'm sure. They'd be like, you came to the right place, so come on in.
Yeah.
Oh, a
We've been waiting for you.
A week from today, actually, I'm going to try and do a little bit of coverage for the podcast. I'm going to this thing called Angel of Light. And it's a horror experience in downtown Los Angeles.
Well, okay, tell me about the Angel of Light. You're gonna tell.
I don't know much about her.
Okay.
I assume it's she because I'm sexist.
Okay. Yeah. This lest anybody think Lee is sexist. These are jokes we say on this show. All these are
Do you hear ghosts?
satirical.
I think I did hear a ghost just now.
Oh, what did it say?
It was like a hey, but it felt like it was. That was spooky. There is a ghost in my apartment. I named them Ringo.
Well, that's right. I know about Ringo.
Because who doesn't like Ringo?
I think
I've got
people
5% on my battery.
On which battery? On your
My
personal
phone.
battery?
On my personal battery.
Oh no.
I've got 1%.
Is that when the show
1%.
ends? When Dave's battery runs out? That's just when the show ends.
If I disappear.
Because we're professionals.
Yeah.
Ringo, the question is, who doesn't love Ringo? I don't know.
Exactly.
What when people say they don't love Ringo, here's another rant. They're like, he's not such a great drummer. And I'm like, he's the best drummer in the world for the Beatles. And here's the thing.
He actually did some stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Also, you know what would have made that Beatles song way better? If the drums were super flashy and busy. Nobody's ever said that.
Aristotle, I need to teach you a little something. I'm going to mansplain something to you right now.
I like their first album better, by the way.
Everyone on the internet, including us.
The internet.
Everyone on the internet, including us,
On the Audi net.
are a bunch of idiots.
Yes.
And
We're
I've
idiots.
just learned that that's what it is.
We're all
Idiots.
dumb.
By the way, aliens again. That's a thing.
Oh.
Maybe we'll talk about that next week. It's been so long since we've been.
It has
sitting
been
here.
so long, although it's such relevant information. We should definitely talk about that because as soon as they launched the James Webb Space Telescope, which is like I don't know, 100 times more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope that we were using, I was like, oh, it's going to be about 3.5 weeks before we find aliens, and
then about 3.5 weeks later,
yeah. So the
it was revealed that they've been here a while. Yeah, those were not. I'm sorry. The alien bodies. I usually want to believe in this. Those are not real.
My big thing is like, and I started thinking about this in depth because it was driving me crazy.
Tell the audience what we're talking about, because we can't just say the bodies aren't real.
The bodies aren't real.
We got to hide them first.
My camera just dies. So yeah, they in Mexico, right? They have these alien bodies that they were frozen in algae or something in a cave. Lee,
Encino Man style.
Yeah.
oh my God, it's all happening.
Oh my God! Holy
They found him near the
Cameron,
shore.
it's all happening.
Which one of us is Pauly Shore? I feel like all three of us.
No, but
Oh,
so
man.
they're saying they have these alien bodies, and they just look like statues
Yeah.
to begin
They
with.
look like little clay dummies.
Like I thought about this. What, like, it's perfectly like positioned and like frozen that way. Like, what dies like that? But then I'm like, well, maybe an alien.
Well, they had to be
does.
put in the case. I don't know. The main thing to me, and I noticed this, but then I saw Hank Green point it out, and it made me feel kind of smart.
Yeah.
Their bodies have these like real big hip bones, and then in the X-rays they don't have any hip bones.
Wow.
So what?
So it doesn't line up. It doesn't.
What are those giant hip bones?
Are you saying we didn't
just
find
fat?
aliens again?
I think we found aliens. Just those bodies were not real.
Every time they
What
tell
if
us they
alien bodies don't X-ray like human bodies?
Well, God damn it,
legitimate
See?
question.
Dave.
You gotta
What
take
if
that to Hank
aliens?
Green.
That's all you have to. That's how you win every
You know what?
extraterrestrial
It
argument.
was Hank Green that said it. You
Well,
know
we don't know because it's aliens.
We don't know.
Every
We
single
don't know
time
how
they tell
bones
us
work with aliens.
Yeah.
the aliens, they tell us all the time. They're like, "There's aliens, maybe," and they're like, "Ah, no,
Eh.
no, it's fine.
We're over
Nah." Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had too much exposure to aliens in pop culture that we as a species just don't care. Because we assume they're going to just kill us anyway, and we're at a point in our civilization where we're like, just do it. Just don't toy with our emotions anymore. Just blow us up.
Here's what I think about.
Why?
by the time we do encounter aliens, we will be so numb to that type of information. We'll just be like, oh, cool, aliens. We got aliens now. Great.
And CEOs will be like, get back to work.
Yeah. We need to make more money for us and us only.
Listen, zip zap, you got thumbs. Get to work with those thumbs.
No,
you can't work from home.
The aliens are working
have
from
CEOs?
Yeah.
Aliens.
Our CEOs.
I don't think, and this is going to be a radical idea.
Yeah.
People will write about this in history books to come, this very moment in time, with this radical notion that any civilization that gets so advanced that they can do interstellar space travel, they did not go through capitalism.
I thought you were going to say they didn't go through customs.
There's no way.
Oh.
Because capitalism breeds so much hate and division upon society that there's no way that we will ever, unless we ditch capitalism fully and create some sort of other system, there's no way we're going to reach the utopia of like Star Trek.
More like scatpitalism.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, capitalism is really bad because
I'm the stock man.
Oh man.
Oh God, someone save us.
Somebody,
but not God, because he's not real.
Save
us, Scatman. Speaking of Scatman Crothers, one of the greatest.
What? The Shining. Yeah.
R.I.P.
I believe that when the aliens finally come down and they come to Earth and they come out of the ship, the first question is gonna be, what's the Wi-Fi?
I can
Thank
charge
you,
my
ladies and
shit.
That's a joke. Yeah, I need to charge. Where can I plug my shit in?
Yeah.
Spectrum's $90 a month here.
I'm going to Jupiter. This place sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to go somewhere where wage theft is illegal on the next episode of Stone Girls podcast.
I do believe you're right,
From
Lee.
the 12th moon of Neptune.
I think that aliens, they would not develop that technology if they did not pool their resources and their wisdom and their knowledge. Yeah. There was no competition.
I think it was Stephen Hawking who said something along the lines of, I'm not going to say it's an exact quote because A, I can't sound like a robot, and B, I'm not smart like he is. Was.
Wisn't.
He said something along the lines of he doesn't believe aliens have ever come here because...
oh no!
He's back! He's back! Dave's back!
We've got to wrap up soon because Dave is gonna.
Okay, so it's like that never happened.
That was weird.
I heard Stephen Hawking once say that he doesn't believe that aliens. Yeah. What? Oh no!
Tune in next week when Lee finishes his sentence. Wait, I just talked.
I said it the entire time you were talking.
We talked at the same time. Tune in next week.
And then it all
to be
out.
fair, both of you turned into exclamation points, and I looked over at the Twitch stream, and I'm an exclamation point.
Who is the real exclamation point?
I don't know what reality I'm in anymore.
Anyway, thank you to our Patreon, Sandra.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there's music. Yes.
Judella. Sorry, Judella. And Lil Fox.
Lil Fox.
See you, Lil Fox.
I swear that's not me. Just moonlighting in our Patreon.
You know what? I know who it is. Thank you.
Who is it?
Love it.
Well, thank you, Lil Fox.
I am very thankful to have y'all, Lee and Dave, with me here on the Stoning Rolls. Hopefully entertaining the heck out of you at home. We love you listening to us, loving you, listening to you. If you're high, that makes perfect sense. It was. Yep. It's written by Burt Bacharach. Please follow us on all of those things because you'll see more of this. And on Patreon, you'll get an extended version of this very episode.
Uncut, unedited, just plopped right out like a goat poop.
Yes, we just forgot we were recording.
Brought to you by Goat Puffs. And ladies and gentlemen, you're beautiful. Beep bop boop ba doop bop.
Bye 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 beep ba doop ba doop bop. Ba ba boop ba doop ba. Ah.
Ah.